Hello everybody and welcome. As you can see, I've got here on my wear board, and remember I was talking to you about having wear boards because if you work using wear boards you will make in greater quantity, and the more you make the better will be your progress. So just showing you these little bottle vases that I made here on this wear board. Well, actually they are really ready now to be I'm just going to skim them off. So I'm just going to set up my tripod here on my stool. Hopefully you can see what I'm about to do. I've got a light here, bit of light just to, there we are. This is something very simple that any one of you can do. If you've got some quantity of pots that need trimming, you can use, now I put this here, this is just a cylinder that somebody made. It's not exactly cylindrical, but it's cylindrical, but it'll do quite nicely for what we require it to be used for. So I can then, these bottle vases that I've made, I just want to skim them off there on their bases. So I'm just going to simply place them there. You see, all it does is it acts as a chuck. I mean, I could put them face down on the wheel, the bottle vases, but bottle vases or bud vases. Alright, so now that is done, I'm now going to put a seal on that like that, and can be put to one side, and I get on with the next fella. Talking about, on the subject of sealing pots, some potters don't seal their pots, do they? I can think of a couple, I'm sure there are more who don't. I believe Shoji Hamada, the well-known Japanese potter, he never used to seal his work. I think he might have sealed some pieces actually when he was working at St Ives Pottery in the very early days, but I think latterly he didn't bother to seal his pots. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not that he didn't bother. I think he used to think that, well, you know, the pot is the seal. If you can't recognise the pot as being one of his, then, you know, there's been a lack of communication there somewhere. Not sure if Warren Mackenzie, I don't think he signs his pots either. Now my brother Johnny, he used to put a sign on the bottom of his pots, and he said, "Oh yes," I said, "I do that because it's when they break it, they know where to come and buy another," which is actually quite a good point of view. Quite a healthy point of view, maybe I should say, in this arty-farty world that we live in. Very arty-farty and false. Another good. Now my chuck, you see, has come loose on this one. No worries. Another good thing that Johnny said was, oh, we were talking about art and pottery and art pots and all that kind of thing. And you know, we were talking about all the arty-farty pots that there are out there that people make, or the egotistical kind of pots. And he said, yeah, he says, I call that fart. I said, oh really? He said, yeah. Spelled P-H-A-R-T, and it stands for phony art. Oh, I said, oh yeah, really? I thought it was rather good then. Phony art. Perhaps we'll go on to talk about, it will be good to get a bit of interaction going anyway, about on the subject of what constitutes a good pot. This is a video clip actually I've been wanting to do for some time, and I don't pretend to know all the answers by any means, but I've got a few pointers, I reckon. Maybe that's something we could talk about. What constitutes a good pot, and how do we aim at making good pots? Because, you know, if we're just aiming at nothing in particular, well, nothing in particular is what we're going to get. However, if we're aiming at making good pots, we're more likely to. Well, I suppose what I'm saying is it helps to know the criteria. What are the qualities that we should be looking for in a good pot? Anyway, all good fun. So I hope this is still running, is it? Oh yes, it is. That's good. Well, I've got a few more of these to do, as you can, oops, as you saw on the board. So I'm not going to be keeping us all here while I do them all, but maybe I'll just do one more. This is just bringing the foot in a touch and just putting a little bevel there on the foot. You can use anything like this. Something that's sometimes it's better if it's slightly tapered, and then it you know, holds the pot a little better. Well, winter seems to be coming here. It's on its way. It's getting colder. It seems to be every day here in Barryville. Okay folks, nice to be with you again, and have a good evening, and I'll see you around. And don't forget, keep practicing. That's the all important thing. Bye now.